Pally, I'm Maddie Drucker. Today is Monday, November 13th. On today's show, an update on Pally sports, and for all your bookworms, the Books Inc. fundraiser is coming up. We will have more information on that later in the show, but of course, first up is the Daily Pick. Today's Daily Pick was sent in once again by Selena Zhu. Selena was soaking up the nature at Yosemite National Park on the team field trip last week. Selena captioned the photo, "Team trip to Big Rocks." Yes, Selena, those are some big rocks indeed. To me, it looks like the rock formation known as Half Dome. Thanks for that, Selena. If you also have a picture that rocks and you want your pic featured on the air, be sure to tweet it to us at Pally InFocus. Now let's get the lowdown on what's going on around campus in today's Campus Bulletin. First off, Books Inc. is holding a fundraiser for the Pally Library this week. This awesome fundraiser allows students and staff to get some great books, all while supporting the Pally Library. The event goes down this Wednesday from 4 to 7 p.m. 20% of Books Inc.'s sales will go towards the Pally Library. The Palo Alto Teen Advisory Board is hosting their Bath Bombs and Boba event this Friday, where participants will learn how to make bath bombs and boba. If you spend as much time on boba as I do, it might be worth it to learn how to make your own. The fun takes place this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Teen Center in the Mitchell Park Library. Tomorrow during Flex in Room 403, students can work on and get help with college applications at the Application Help Workshop for CSU and UC schools. Some people may have noticed that something was missing on the quad today. Peter Gold went to find out what happened to one of the Pally Quad's most noticeable landmarks. Peter?
What's up, Pally? I'm outside what was once a senior deck and no longer is. But the good news is they're building a new one. It will be up after Thanksgiving break, and it will be in the memory of Emily Benatar, a former Pally student who died in 2013. So no worries, they're building a new senior deck. It'll be up shortly.
Studying abroad and hosting international students is a great way to learn more about the world. Be sure to check out the table in front of the Student Center today at lunch for more information on study abroad programs or hosting exchange students. YCS continues their job supplies drive throughout this week by collecting new job supplies. The drive ends November 17th. Items can be brought to room 215. Students can still sign up for Pally's TEDx speaker auditions with talks presenting a risky new idea, a unique story, or an uncommon approach to something common, all fitting this year's theme of expanding perspectives. Interested students can sign up at the link on screen, and questions can be directed towards TEDxPAHSspeakers@gmail.com. The Pally Congressional Debate Team attended CFL2 this weekend and made a great showing, including Ujjwal Srivastava, who received first place in his chamber. Professor Paul Auerbach, a leading expert in wilderness medicine and survival who has recently published a book on the impacts of climate change on human health, will be speaking at the Future STEM Leaders Club. He'll be speaking to the club this Wednesday in room 805 during lunch, and if that isn't enough, Future STEM Leaders Club will supply pizza. Fall sports are now in CCS for qualifying teams, and winter sports tryouts have ended. Isabel, what's going on in the world of Pally sports?
Quite a bit is happening as we transition to winter sports season, Maddie. As you said, winter sports tryouts have ended, and InFocus would like to congratulate students who made it to CCS, as well as those who didn't but gave it their all. With that, let's move on to some of the scores from last fall season. JV football played their last game Friday against Wilcox, but unfortunately lost 13-20. Varsity football played Wilcox Friday as well, and had a similar outcome. They lost 10-27. Today marks the first day of practice for most of the winter sports teams. Some practices have been postponed due to the winter sports parent night. This meeting will take place in the MAC from 6:30 to 7:30 tonight. Students should remind their parents to attend if they are a winter sports team member. Well, that's all from me. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Isabel. Well, that does it for us today. Remember, you can get the latest news from InFocus anytime, anywhere by checking us out at www.infocusnews.tv, or find us at InFocus News on Instagram and Facebook, and follow us at Pally InFocus on Twitter and Snapchat. Until next time, have a great day, Pally. Chilling in the corridor, your dad is 44.